Help me ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. So, just popping on today because I received this, well I actually received it a couple of days ago. Wednesday. I received this on Wednesday. But this is the first opportunity I've had tonight to sit down and have a look at this deck properly. So this is the 78 Tarot Elemental, and it's Tarot of the Natural because it's referring to the elements. It is part of the 78 Tarot collection, of which I've only got one previous one, which is this one, which was the one right before this, and this is the 78 Tarot Mythical, and this is Tarot of the Legendary. And this was a beautiful deck that I've had probably for about 18 months, I want to say, and this is all about mythical creatures, etc. These beautiful backs and stunning cards, beautifully presented. Now this deck I've just received in a trade with Dan from Epine du Vale, so thank you Dan for agreeing to swap this with me. So he purchased it but couldn't connect with it. I had just seen it the day before on Giselle's channel over at the channel Mad Witch, who I'm going to be doing an interview with incidentally tomorrow, and she did a walkthrough of this deck, and whilst I felt that this one had scratched an itch, and I didn't really want another deck that was made up of 78, well, that you probably get 80, because I think there's a few extra cards over 80 different creators. When I saw this one, I was so tempted. I went to the website to look at buying it, and you know, as I've mentioned before, buying decks from the UK, from the US to the UK with shipping and customs, you know, it's a factor we have to take into consideration. So when the very next day Dan said he was looking at trading this, luckily I had a deck that he was interested in and was able to make the trade. So sorry about the sirens every time I start recording. It's one of the downsides from living in a city. But so Trish Sullivan of 78 Tarot does all the written text, and it's illustrated by 81 different artists, and there are some images here on the back. And I think this is probably either their 5th or 6th production. They do a different theme, or I think it's yearly. But this is 78 Tarot Elemental, Tarot of the Natural. Oh, it's our 6th. That was a good guess. Our 6th deck brings together 81 artists from around the globe, each one creating a card to celebrate the elements of air, earth, fire and water, and with a little spirit too. Yeah, and I think it's really important that we remember the 5th element, because, you know, it's important to me. That's why I have it as a tattoo, to have spirit represented as well. So I love the box. I think the boxes anyway that you get are really nice and sturdy, and this is no exception. I love the black and gold effect. This is what it looks like on the inside. 78 Elemental. You can still buy this. It is still on the website. If you Google 78 Tarot, it comes up. We get a little book. So in the book, it says 2019 is the copyright for it. And remember, Trish Sullivan does the writing for this book. So we get the introduction, the acknowledgements, using the deck, reading with your deck, 1 card draw, 3 card spreads, and it goes through the different spreads. And then we get some that are for the deck. So we get the Playful Dolphin spread, Ever-Present Elephant spread, Omniscient Owl spread, Sizzling Salamander spread. Okay, and then we've got some extra cards before we go into, so these are wild cards. Meditation, there's a wild card which is Chakra Healer, and we get keyword, well, who it's by, the element that it's representing. This one is spirit. Some keywords: oneness, peace, mindfulness, the artist interpretation, which I think is essential in a deck like this, and then the cards message by Trish Sullivan. And that's the same way all the way through. Another wild card. And it's nice to see that we have full color versions all the way through. Some of these images are so powerful, and that's it. That's the book. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards. We got a nice little pull-up ribbon. The box, just like the last one that I've got, is signed by all of the artists, which I really like. It's a really nice touch. The cards are a nice size. The backs is the same as the box with this black and gold design. If I grab a tarot card, you can see the size difference. So these are large cards, as you can see there. Beautiful gilding on them, as you can see. Really lovely. And they look amazing with this black and gold backs. It's like holding a gold bullion bar. Really, really beautiful. The quality is great. They have I was going to say matte, and it is matte but it's got a silky sheen to it. And these are the wild cards. So we've got meditation, which is just beautiful. I love these waves around her in the sky. Gorgeous. And you can see the name of the artist is put on the bottom, Tiffany Toland Scott. I'm not going to read every artist because that would become annoying, but just so you are aware. So here we have the elements plus spirit. I love the chakras here. And that's Michael Banks. And then our final wild card is spirit, which is Lucia Federici Carey. So we have meditation, chakra healer, and spirit as the wild cards. So here we start off with our tarot deck, and we have the Fool, which is very detailed. It's beautiful. You can see the edge here, and she's stepped off the edge of this mountain top. And I know a lot of people, this is beautiful, the Magician. And that's Raven Phelan, who did the Messenger Oracle and Dreams of Gaia. And she's a beauty. I love the lemniscate here. Look at the hair, the details in the hair as well. It's just gorgeous. Cardstock is really nice. It's really nice cardstock. I think this is stunning. Such a stunning High Priestess. Love the columns. Look at the little bird peeking out behind. It's like a raven. Beautiful. Really beautiful. As is our Empress. Look at her expression. Just gorgeous. The Emperor is very fiery. What I do notice, and this was the same in the other deck, you do when you have backs like this, which are quite raised and embossed, you do sometimes see, I don't know how it's showing here, but you do see it coming through a little bit, but not so that it's off-putting. But he's got this earth globe in his hand, fire energy. And this is about elements, but look at the difference here. Wow, between our Empress and Emperor. He looks almost Satan-like. Here's our Hierophant, which is this dragon. There's a little person there, if you can see. in red. The Lovers. And that's beautiful, isn't it? Just carried away, caught up. That feeling of love where you feel light and floaty and all these doves around. Just beautiful. Here's our Chariot. There is nudity in the deck. It might be off-putting for some. It's certainly not for me. I love this one. This is really nice. Again, we have a different art style. Now, because you know, and like Ray Lab and things like that, that creators like that, I should say, you do often, you know, now see more collaboration decks, even things like Slow Hollow, although that's really cohesive. I love this Death card. I love that under the water you can see the bone structure, the skeletal frame. Gorgeous. And some people find it off-putting. I don't, but I tend to use these cards like this for one card draws, because then you just pull in one card, you know. Yes, it's like having 78 decks in one, but if you're using them for one card pulls, then this is one of my favorite hermits. I just think she's so gorgeous. I love that she's an older female. I love her little hermit's cave, the candles in the background. She's so centered, so grounded, and it instantly makes me feel so peaceful and calm. I think it's gorgeous. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is by Chris-Anne, who did the Light Seers and the Muse Tarot. And I think this, it's like this Wheel of Fortune is like this beautiful mandala and gorgeous colours being used. A Strength card. Wow. She's like summoning a spirit, almost like a fire spirit of this beautiful lion. Here she's got the Lemniscate happening, in touch with the infinity. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. There's the Hanged Man, which is wonderful. All these roots and everything. Wow. And kind of like half decaying. And the great thing is, like I said, you've got the book, and the book does give you about the card, you know. So every card you pull, you can get your divinatory meanings, but you can also, you know, get to read about what the artist's intention was for each card. This is a beautiful Temperance card. I love the fire symbol here, because, you know, it's that balance, isn't it? Water and fire. And she's just pouring it into the palm of her hand. And this is so lifelike as well. Really beautiful. Here's an artist we are familiar with, Jesmyn Beckett Griffith, creator of many decks, usually oracle decks, but, you know, beautiful creatures, tarot and things like that. So really gorgeous. Tower I'm not so keen on. It's okay, but it's just a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit strange. You've got this human figure here, and the tower is this long neck. And she's blowing out this smoke. Top of her head's kind of on fire. It's just quite surreal and bizarre. I'm not quite sure about that one. The star is beautiful. She's in this fetal position. You've got the flowing water, the stars, and Joanna Nelson, who designed this beautiful stone that I've got as well. Very talented artist. Whispering Spirits, Catland Oracle, Mons Tarot fame. So, and I love this. You've got your little crab from the moon, but of course we've got a cat rather than the dogs. Little moon's face. There's our sun card, which is beautiful. Sorry about that, guys. Judgment. Wow, look at that for a Judgment card. It's so dark, but it's so powerful as well. Look at her eyes. She's got her trumpet, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a happy Judgment. Got the eclipse here, rain, dark clouds. It's a scary Judgment card. And then we have the World, which is so beautiful. What a gorgeous World card. We've got everything here. This luscious tree. She's kind of part tree. Look at how she becomes part of the tree, the roots. It's quite pagan. I love it. I think it is beautiful. And the colours are just wonderful. So that is our major arcana. And then we'll go into the minors. And we're starting now, because it's the 78 elemental. I'm really pleased that they're using the elements rather than the association with the element. So for earth, it would be pentacles or coins. Well, it's the ace of earth, two of earth, because it's a tarot deck about the element. So, and I'll go a little bit faster through this. I don't want this video to be too long. I love the two here. You've got that balance. You've got the sun and moon. Beautiful. Look at this lion. The three of earth. 4. This is such a gorgeous deck, and it flows. You know, I think it was in this one. There was one in particular that was just like a photograph, and it just jarred a bit. And nothing's jarring here. I think it's quite cohesive. I love this image. You've got this wolf here, and also in the background it almost looks like it's, oh yes, I was going to say it looks like it's injured in some way, but you can see here on the leg she's actually got a bandage. So she's helping the injured wolf that's perhaps been in this fight. You know, this is a 5, so if we think of the 5 of Pentacles, things seem happier on the other side, and here you've got somebody who needs some support, some help. I love this. These pentacles are part of the branches. It's a gorgeous card. We have our 6, that hand reaching out. It's almost like above and below, isn't it? That's beautiful. 7 of earth. Oh, I love that. 8 of earth. What a gorgeous card. Look at all the flowers, this beautiful meadow. Looks like she's doing a tapestry or some sort of weaving anyway. Cattle in the fields. We have the 9 of earth, which is gorgeous. We don't, oh, the little bird's there. I was looking for the little bird. I saw the bird's house. Boss. That's stunning. And then we have the 10. Wow. Beautiful. Our page of earth. Other than the tower, and I like the tower, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, but you know, I haven't come across a card yet that really jars. I think, oh no, you know, and usually when you're working with 80 different artists, there's usually one that perhaps doesn't speak to you as loudly. But I'm not finding that here. I'm loving every card. That's fantastic. So we're on to air now, which of course would be the swords. Oh wow, he's majestic. Oh, look at this. Giving him a hug. Beautiful tree. 5 of Swords. Just very battle scarred. 6. 7. The 8 of Air, the 8 of Swords. Look at that. Here's her third eye. Remember, this is kind of like imprisonment of the mind, and you've got this maze grid here, you know, trying to find the way out. There's the Nightmare card, the 9 of Air. It's a powerful image. Here we have our 10. It's very soft focus. I like that these are swords of light. They're not real, you know, they're imaginary. They can dissipate. These beautiful fireflies around as well. Our Page. And the Knight. Wow. That's a beautiful image. I love that. I love everything about that. The sky, the water, and the sharpness of her features against this soft background is stunning. And there's our King. And then we have our Fire suit, which is our Wands. We've got that hand coming through the cloud, this fiery cloud. 2 of Fire, you get the fire energy here. And the 2 of Wands, you know, looking out. Here's our 3. 4. Wow. Look at that, 5 of Wands. They're all crossed there, kind of preventing them from getting up and out, but they'll be able to get through. They'll be able to find a way through. 6. Love the background. And the horse, stunning. 7. 8. We get that swift action. They're moving in a direction, almost like through this kind of vortex, isn't it? 9. Love the standing stones in the background. And 10. We have our Page. That's a knight if ever I saw one. This is almost kind of like comic book fire behind, but I love this fairy tale palace. Proper knights of old, isn't it? Our Queen. And our King. Wow. Look at that. That's grown. He's got a very cheery face. And then our last suit is the suit of Water, which would be Cups. This beautiful chalice here. Lots of watery energy. We've got a mermaid and a merlord. Oh, Gillian C. Wilde of Naked Heart Tarot fame. Beautiful. I love the colour here against a black and white background. 4 of Water. 5. Oh, that's lovely. Look at, she's looking and laughing. That's very Disney-ish. Reminds me of Disney. The 7 of Water. Ariel. Crossed with Finding Nemo or something. 8 of Water. Wow, love this image. What a powerful image. It's gorgeous. 10. I love the watery element here in this suit. So beautiful. Wow. Look at that for the final card. Look at that King of Water. Love that. Look at the rain bashing against his hat. Very Dickensian. So there we have it. That is the 78 Tarot Elemental. It is a beautifully put together deck of 81, isn't it? 81 individual artists all bringing their vision to create one deck. Do you collect the 78 Tarot? Let me know your thoughts on them. I'm so impressed. I'm looking forward to using this as a one card pull and then to have a read about the artist's interpretation and the card message. So yeah, I think this is really well put together. I didn't, as I said, I didn't intend to collect these because I thought that this one would suffice, but when I saw Giselle do a walkthrough of this, I just hoped to have it in my possession, and luckily it turned out that I could. So thank you for watching. Mentioning Giselle, I'll be interviewing her tomorrow 4 p.m. in the Hermit's Cave. That's Saturday, the 27th. We won't be doing Tarot Times this weekend. It's going to be next weekend now, which will be the 4th of July, Saturday the 4th of July, 4 p.m. I messed up with the interview schedules and everything. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.